Welcome to my channel. My name is Kubala Ibrahim. I just want to talk about some of the issues affecting our country, Nigeria. I'm going to discuss on the recent happenings in the country, especially on the issue of open grazing banning by the southern Nigerian governors. It is an issue that has been with us for decades on the activities of grazing. Grazing is a profession of the popular Fulani people from northern Nigeria who usually migrate from the north to the south depending on in search of vegetation and depending on the season. If it is in the wet season in the north, they come back from the south because the water level there will be too much, and during the dry season they go back to the south. So they are always on transit. But the amazing thing that happened recently is that the issue has gone to a certain level that the infiltration of people from other parts of the country and even from outside Nigeria has brought a concern to generality of Nigerians, especially from the southern part of the country. Even the north is not immune to the attacks by some of the Fulanis, but the problem there is that it cannot be solved by banning a particular profession of people, because rearing of cattle is the trade of northern Nigerians, and most especially the Fulanis. So by the time you said you ban this, it goes against the common sense, it goes against our constitution, because section 41 of the constitution gives every citizen the right to move freely from any part of the country. So by the time 17 set of governors sit down to now ban the activities of particular, not taking into cognizance having security problem resolved, to have because of recent there were security operatives that were set up by the south to check this, get them arrested, get the culprits of the Fulanis that are causing mayhem, to resolve the issues, get them arrested, sue them in the courts, so that you get your legitimacy. But for you to generally say you are banning a particular trade in Nigeria or a particular agricultural trade in Nigeria, it's appalling. So I am quite amazed with the logic or the reason behind banning that. In the southwest, the generality of them, about 6 governors, came out to resolve to set up Ametekun. Ametekun is a very good and worthwhile intervention that should help resolve some of these problems, but so that at least, even if the security operatives were not strengthened to create this environment that will ensure that we have a versatile nation, you are creating another problem by banning the trade of other people. The Attorney General of the Federation during the Tana interview was interviewed, and his views were thought, and he pointed out that you cannot do that in a society where you respect the constitution. Some set of people cannot just come and ban a business, and he compared it with like banning spare part dealings, which are more associated with the the Igbos and not in the southeast. So you can just imagine what this will cost the country. So you heighten the already challenge that we have by putting out things, banning things. By the time the northern governors also say all the pharmacists or pharmaceutical drugs or companies that are operating in the north should also be banned, it would now be another issue. So we have to just thought it twice to make sure that we don't just hit up the polity by going against the constitution and also heighten the tension between the ethnic or religious problems that already exist in the country. You cannot just do that. Some of these things just need you to just come up with a strategy, put out these things to the federal government, let them resolve this, strengthen the security operatives, employ more police, even strengthen the Amateku, let them go into the bush. Whoever is caught that is doing something that is not good, you make him a scapegoat, deal with him severely. If it is rape or whatever, what is the punishment for rape? If it is eating of a farm product, what is the punishment for that? I think that is the most civilized way of resolving that problem. But for you to just sit down as 17 governors, though I realize that there are 2 or 3 that do not attend the meeting. Some of them is their deputies that attend. And the result of it is that one governor, I can say day before yesterday, ought now to join the APC, because I think some of this heightening up of the tension in the country was what necessitated his decamping to APC. But nevertheless, we only need to strengthen our securities all over the country, because this problem is not peculiar to the South alone. Even, in fact, the North is the worst victim of this problem. So we cannot say you ban a particular profession. No, get the scapegoat. Whoever is causing problem in the South or in the North should be given a severe, let him get to the court. After the court, let the court decide the fate of whoever is causing problem in any part of the country. So it's uncivilized for the southern governors to sit down and ban a particular profession. Then we will now have anarchy. By the time the northern governors also look at the profession of a particular concentration of a particular profession in another part of the country and now say they are banning, you have created a precedence that will not go well for this country. So that is just my opinion on the open grazing banning. And another suggestion that was made of recently and government is that they were harsh in it. There were no any guideline to show that, okay, if you are banning them from doing this, what are the alternatives? Some of them have even come out plainly that they don't even have the land to give the Fulanis in case they are coming, of even the ranching. Because at a time, the suggestion of ranching was on the air, that at least even a Duruga policy of this present administration was flouted. A lot of these governors in the South also flaunt against it, or even make statement against it, that they don't even have land. So what do you want them to do? So it is just, we could just say that it is a system to just say, we are not interested in you, go back to your place. Because that is the logical deduction that will make, and that will not all go well for the country. So that is just my suggestion. It's either they come up with ways and manners to resettle these people, to give them options that they can use to benefit them. And after all, these animals, the greater consumption of these animals is done in the South. If you go to most of our routes going to the South, you see trailers of cattle and goats and sheep going down south for the consumption. So there is mutual benefit in this profession. But banning, outright banning, is uncivilized, is unethical, is unconstitutional. So they should look into it. Though the Akedelu, the chairman of the Southern Governors, has come out to vociferate and now said that it is irreversible. What is irreversible? And these are elderly people that ought to teach us, the young ones, how to run the system. But it's coming out outrightly as if it is something because you're opportune to be a governor. You come and talk anyhow. It is not going to work well for this system, for our country. So that is virtually what I have to say on this, and that is purely my opinion. It is uncivilized to ban a particular profession off, and because there are challenges. You can't say because there are fake drugs everywhere in the country, you ban the Southerners who are bringing it up north, or who are the manufacturers, because fake drugs has cost Nigerians the lives of thousands of children, women, because of fake drugs. Some of them are incapacitated because of fake drugs. So you cannot say, okay, you are banning all pharmaceutical and hospital that administer these drugs. It's unlogical. So thank you for this. Please, you can subscribe and turn on the notification so that I can post more videos. Have a nice time. My name is Isia Kubala Ibrahim. Goodbye.